Before this video starts, I would like to get a couple things out of the way. First of all, I haven't touched this game since it was first released, but I started playing it again back in December. I beat the game and only got 9 out of the 57 achievements, which I didn't really do any side quests or anything special because my first playthrough, I just wanted to get a hang of what I'll be dealing with. And let me say, this video was a pain in the freaking ass. Some of the guides for the achievements were very vague and didn't help since most of them were outdated and posted like a year or two ago. And Cyberpunk has changed a lot over the years. It definitely still has some bugs, but not as many as when it first released. I also want to say how fucking beautiful this game is now. It's been 5 years since it released, and goddamn, the story, the characters, the map, and even all the different outcomes you get for every little decision you make throughout the game. So with that out of the way, I really hope y'all enjoy it and leave a like. And if you are new, please subscribe because this video almost took a whole month to make and I was slowly losing my sanity. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. I started out the game being a street kid since that's my headcanon of what V is. The game started with me fixing my broken nose after some guy tried to mug me. I talked to Pepe about his issues with this Kurt guy. I went to talk to Kurt about Pepe's debt and he offered me a job to pay off Pepe's debt. On the way to do this job, Padre was waiting outside for me and gave me a lift. After making my way to this job site and almost successfully stealing this preem-ass ride, this Mexican was trying to steal my job like always. But we got caught by some corrupted cops and got our asses beat and they left us in some alley. A half a year later, me and this Mexican that goes by the name of Jackie Wells becomes our closest chum. We do a job that requires us to save some woman from doing the ALS ice bucket challenge, but we were too late. But we still managed to save her life. After that, I let Jackie borrow my wheels for a date with Misty, and I headed home for some sleep. I woke up and Jackie told me that this hunk of chocolate that goes by the name of Dexter Deshawn wants to meet us for a big gig. Before we meet up with Dexter, I go to a ripper doctor named Vic to go get some new chrome for this big gig. Then I meet up with Dexter and we go over the preparations for the job. We need to get a flathead from Maelstrom and talk to a client by the name of Evelyn Parker that has more information on this relic and where we can find it. After the meeting with Dexter, I head over to meet up with Jackie to go get the flathead first. Killed some people in the process of getting the flathead, but that's fine. But after that, we want to go talk to this Evelyn Parker lady. I do this brain dance that allows me to free roam Evelyn's memories, and I found the location on where the relic is. After getting all this info, we meet back up with Dexter at the afterlife to discuss more about this job that totally ended well.
Hey, yo, the pizza here. Oh, nigga!
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the.
Bro, please, no, why?
I woke up inside the Matrix and I was this rocker boy who ended up nuking the shit out of Arasaka building along with half of Night City. I woke up again, but this time I was V and I was covered in debris in this junkyard. The chocolate man ended up selling us out to save his own ass, but that didn't end well for him. This Asian man takes us and ends up in the same boat as us as he gets betrayed by his own boss. After almost dying, Takamura takes us to Victor to get us both patched up. Vic then tells me that this relic saved my life, but at the same time is killing me. He also tells me that Johnny Silverhands is on the relic and he's slowly taking over my body. I then head home for some nice rest, but I wake up to this sexy rocker boy who lives in my head and now he wants me dead. After taking some drugs and waking up in the shower, I talk to Takamura and he knows a way to clear my name and also save my life from this relic. He tells me to meet him at Tom's Diner and we talk about how we can clear my name and find out who can save my life. After talking to him, I call Judy to ask where Evelyn is, but she won't answer, so I go to the Mox Club to talk to her in person. After telling her I won't harm Evelyn, she tells me Evelyn went back to the Clouds to go be a cheap hooker. I go to Clouds and ask her hooker friend to tell me where Evelyn is, and she tells me that some guy named Tom might know where she is, but then he tells me to go ask his boss named Woodsman. I go have a little chat with Woodsman, but he ended up getting his ass kicked by me, and then I went through his porn history to find out that Evelyn went to a cheap ripper doctor to get some repairs done. I call Judy and I tell her I know where Evelyn might be. Also, Takamura calls me telling me that his buddy's in town, and if I tell him that what really happened back in Kopaki Plaza, I might get my name clear. After the calls, I go meet up with Judy at this cheap ripper doctor's place, and I beat his ass to tell me where Evelyn went, and he told me that 2 beefers from a BD studio took her. So, me and Judy try to find them. I asked this fine Asian lady to hook me up with some BDs, but she told me that a sex shop on Jig Jig Street might sell the BD I'm looking for. So I go to this sex shop and ask if they have hardcore stuff, and he says nah, but this one dude in this dark alley might have what I'm looking for. So I go pay him a visit to get the special BD that I'm looking for. After getting the BD that I'm looking for and tracking down where Evelyn is, we find Evelyn badly beaten up. We take her back to Judy's place, and Judy shows me that Evelyn has been doing some shady business behind her back. After that, I meet up with Takamura to talk to his buddy, and I tell his buddy about what happened at Konpeki Plaza, but he doesn't seem to believe us and threatens us to leave Night City while we still can. Takamura and I leave, and he has a plan of talking to Hanako Arasaka by sneaking onto the float during the parade. So we head to Wakako and ask if she can give us some deets on the parade. She hooks us up with a chart of the layout of the parade. Takamura tells me that he needs some time to make a plan and he will call me once he is done. In the meantime, I go to the afterlife to talk to Rogue, who is a close friend of Johnny's. I ask her if she can help us find a man who created the relic named Anderson Hillman, and she tells me to come back once she has the info on where he is. After being put on hold by two people, I call Mr. Hands to help me find the woman who was doing shady business with Evelyn, and he was telling me that she was working for the Voodoo Boys. So I go to the church to meet up with her, and I was greeted by one of her men that tells me to go to a shopping center to meet with Placide. I go to a butcher shop and meet with Placide, who's stuffing raw meat in his jacket, and he tells me that I need to do a job for them before I meet Bridget. I do the job and I run into this Netwatch agent. I kick his ass in the process and something happens to me, and Johnny said it was the Voodoo Boys doing. After meeting with Placide again, he told me that the reason for me to doing this job is that I was saving Bridget and her Netrunners from Netwatch. I finally meet Bridget and she tells me to go in the ice bath so we can interact with the construct. I ask what they want with Johnny and she says that she wants to make contact with Alt Cunningham. So I get inside the ice bath and Bridget starts digging through Johnny's memories to find where Alt is. After watching Silverhand's porno, we find out that Alt has been kidnapped. We find Alt and found out she was uploaded to the net and she was also the one who wrote the Soul Killer. We meet Bridget at the Mexican border, the Black Wall. She makes me go through it to make contact with Ol. I meet Ol and Johnny and I talk to her about the relic and ask for her help. She agrees to help as long as we slip her into Mikoshi. After all of that, Rogue called me back to the afterlife to give me the shard that has all the deets on Hellsman's location. She tells me that he's going to be in the Badlands and I'll need some help from someone who's from there. She tells me Pam Pam owes her a favor, so she has to help me. I call Pam Pam for help and she tells me before she helps me, I have to help her getting her car back and kill a guy that did her dirty. I forgot to film the part where I help her because I recorded this clip on a different day. Anyways, Pam Pam and I want to go place an EMP bomb that almost fried us both in the process to take down the plane thing that Hellman was in. He ended up playing the scene like a father evading child support. I track him down to a gas station just like a father leaving his kids to go get cigarettes. I'm sorry for all these dad jokes. I miss you, Dad. Why did you leave us? Mom's selling her shit for money. Dad, please come back. After kidnapping Hellman, he tells us there's no easy way to remove the relic because the relic is meant to install and activate the engram into a new body. He basically tells me it's too late to remove it without becoming a vegetable. After our little talk, Takamura comes in to show him who's daddy. When Takamura was done with Hellman, he called me to tell me his plan. We headed to an Arasaka warehouse to hack the float that Hanako was going to be on. After that mission, I had to wait some more. By the way, I really hate how every freaking mission in this game makes you wait. Like, I would be fine if it was like a handful of them, but it's every damn mission that I do, I have to wait for a damn freaking call, bro. Anyways, in the meantime, I decided to do more of Pam Pam's quest, since if you finish all of her quest line, you get an achievement, but I still had a long way to go. So with this quest, I helped her save Saul from Auschwitz, but after that, I got a call from our homeboy Taki that the parade is about to start. I go meet up with him so we can go over our game plan. First step was to take out the snipers without drawing attention, which didn't work because the man who wrote One Piece showed up and I couldn't kill him yet because I wanted to know how One Piece ends. I also needed to take down the security and the Netrunner so Taki can get on the float to talk to Hanako, which again didn't go as planned. After kidnapping Hanako, who is one fine baddie, I meet back up with Taki at the hideout and for some reason he offers her tea after kidnapping her. I tried to talk to Hanako but she acts like a robot and we get raided by Arasaka like the FBI did at Diddy's house. Instead of finding baby oil, they found a schizophrenic man and an Asian man who loves tea. I had to save Takamura, which the first time I played this game I didn't know you can actually do that since I just listened to what Johnny said and ran, but this time I saved him because he was the key to one of the secret achievements. After a big fucking wucky, I ran to a rundown hotel and another hot chick wanted to talk, but she ended up being a proxy for Hanako. She talks to us through the proxy and says she believes me and wants to meet up with us later. After the hot proxy leaves, I almost die from the relic and Johnny takes over to save us. He took us to his old place back in Pacifica! Holy shit, I cannot say that word. He lets me have his dog tag as a sign of friendship. He then tells me that he needs to take over my body so he can go talk to Rogue and see if she would help us with our journey. So I head to the afterlife and take the pills so Johnny could take control, but that was a big mistake. He did, however, get some important information off his hooker that he almost killed in the car crash while fingering her pussy. I wake up in a bed thinking me and Rogue fucked, but sadly I didn't get any of that dried up pussy. She tells us Johnny found a way to get back at Adam Smasher, and again, I'll have to wait for her freaking phone call for the next job. I also got a call from Judy to hurry up over to her house because Evelyn was being an attention whore. All jokes aside, when I saw this part, I was actually shocked I didn't have any words because it was pretty damn gruesome. After that funny moment, Rogue finally called me because she found out where Adam Smasher is and tells me to meet up with her at the afterlife. Before we leave, she gives me Johnny's old jacket, which I wore for the rest of the game because I genuinely like the jacket a lot. We go to the location where Adam Smasher is at, but he ended up not being there, but instead, we found this man who ratted out Rogue about what really happened back in the Arasaka Tower with Johnny. Before I left, I took the keys off this dead man's body to get Johnny's car, which is also going to be needed for an achievement later. After getting Johnny's car, I go to the location where Johnny's body was buried. Gave Johnny a proper grave. After a heartfelt talk with Johnny, he asked me to do him a favor, which was taking Rogue out on a date. I agree and call up Rogue to tell her Johnny wants to go on a date with her. She agrees and I go pick her up. We drive to an abandoned movie theater and I pop some Viagra so Johnny's dick can work. After dicking down Granny, I got an achievement. After the date, Taki sends a sexy photo of us to let us know he's still alive. I also get a call from Pam Pam because she needs our help to steal a tank. I go meet up with her and we get the tank. I honestly thought this was the last mission for her quest, but I was deeply wrong. Like every other mission, I have to wait again for her to call me for the next quest. In the meantime, I decided to start Carrie's side quest. I meet Johnny at some pond near his old buddy's house and we break into his house and I let Johnny take over my body to talk to Carrie. After their little hangout, Johnny tells me that they want to get the band back together for one more gig. I call Nancy, but her assistant answers and tells us that she's at some club. After that, I get a call from Pam Pam to help her with her final quest. Honestly, I never really liked Pam Pam because she seemed really fucking annoying. Yeah, go ahead and judge me, but I'd rather romance anyone else but her. Anywho, I go meet up with Pam Pam and we do some hot sex. I didn't know this was gonna happen. I didn't know. What the fuck? Oh my god, they're jerking each other off! Oh, this is the worst shit ever! What the fuck? What kind of porn is this? What the fuck? But we get interrupted by some gang. Not gonna lie, driving and shooting the tank was probably the best part of Pam Pam's story. After finishing that quest, I got the achievement. I decided to go meet up with Nancy at the club that was run by Maelstroms, and I actually got out of there with ease since I saved Brick back when me and Jackie first stole the Flathead. Nancy agrees to join the band for one last gig. Carrie calls me and sends me the address to meet up with the rest of the band. I show up and I see that Henry dumped cement into a pool, which caused more problems. I had to pick between Henry or Denny. I went with Henry since he went through rehab and I can relate with that. Also, I forgot to mention Judy called and I'm only bringing this up now because doing all of her side quests gives me an achievement. Anyways, I have to wait once again for a call from Nancy. I waited a day and Nancy called to tell us that the gig was all set up and ready. I showed up to the location and played some sick ass tunes. After the show was over, me and Carrie traded. I give him Johnny's guitar and he gives me his gun. I decided to get all the secret ending achievements over with since I really wanted to see how the endings are. The first ending I went with was letting Johnny take control of my body and we storm Arasaka with Rogue. We go in, Rogue fucking dies, I kill Adam Smasher, plug ult into Mikoshi, and gave V his body back, and got the achievement, The Sun. The next ending I was going to do was storming Arasaka with Pam Pam. We play World of Tanks, drill our way into Arasaka, Saul fucking dies, I kill Adam Smasher, I plug ult into Mikoshi, and left Night City with Pam Pam, getting me the achievement, The Star. The next ending I did was siding with Arasaka. Takamura picks me up, we meet with Hanako, stared at her ass for a bit, met her ghost dad, no one fucking dies this time, I kill Adam Smasher, watched some weird incest shit, and got the achievement, The Devil. I didn't finish the ending for this one since I've already seen what happens. You get two choices. You let Arasaka upload you like they did with Johnny, or wait 6 months to die. So I reloaded an old save to get the Don't Fear the Reaper ending, which by the way, I didn't know you don't get an achievement for, so I just wasted some time doing it. But I didn't mind since it was pretty badass to storm Arasaka by myself, and I thought the ending was going to be a little different, but it was the same ending as when you rated Arasaka as Johnny, but at least Rogue doesn't fucking die. After I got those endings, I finally got a call from Judy, Carrie, and Riverward and got their achievements. By the way, I'm going to save you guys from some spoilers, even though this game has been out for quite a while, and most of you who are watching this video probably already knows what happens. But I don't want to spoil anything because this game is worth the play and enjoy each and every side quest since these stories are fucking amazing. Plus, Carrie, Judy, and Riverward's quest all require you to wait for them to call you, and I was already annoyed with that, and I also don't want to make this video super long. But I will add this vending machine in since I made friends with him and he seems like a pretty chill guy. I also forgot to get one of the secret endings, which was Tempura, I don't know how the fuck to say it, but yeah, it was when you let Johnny take over your body. Also, if y'all want to see me rate every ending of this game, wait until the end of the video. At this point in the time, I was already at 20 achievements, 35% of the way there. The rest of the achievements I needed were completing gigs, cyber psycho sightings, and some of the miscellaneous ones too. So here are some of the achievements that I needed. True Warrior, City Lights, Legend of the Afterlife, The Quick and the Dead, Master Crafter, Two Heads, One Bullet, Mean Streets, Gunslinger, Breathtaking, Little Tokyo, The Jungle, Greetings from Pacifica, It's Elementary, The Wasteland, The Wandering Fool, Auto Jock, and I Am the Law. After getting all of those, I was in the process of doing Frequent Flyer achievement, but it was bugged, so this is where I gave up on this run. Okay, so I don't know if I'm tripping or not, but I'm honestly about to just give up on all the achievements right now because it seems like the fucking achievements bugged. I spent, I kid you not, an hour or two looking at this fucking map. I don't know what fucking else fast travel I'm missing. I have read on the internet that this tends to bug a lot, but I'm on the, 2.2 version, I think what it was. I'm honestly about to call it quits because if that achievement will bug, then it's gonna defeat the purpose of me just 100%ing it, and it's kind of deterring me to continue just for that fucking fact. So I honestly think I'm gonna give up here because I genuinely am not gonna spend more hour or any more time on this game. I might just, play the fucking DLC off by my own, but this is just ridiculous. I've spent already how long on this game? On this save file per se too? Here, hold up, wait. Yeah, I spent 40 hours. So I accepted the fact that I won't be able to get every achievement because of a bug. And I decided to play Phantom Liberty DLC since the whole time I never touched it or even played it during this run, and I didn't want a bug to stop me from playing this DLC. It was pretty cool playing the DLC because I was shocked to find out that Idris Elba, probably butchering the name, but he was playing Reed, which I thought was really cool. I'm also really glad that I was playing the DLC because I realized something. The achievement Frequent Flyer wasn't bugged after all. I was just stupid and I didn't look hard enough, and I realized that I didn't have 2 fast travel locations in the Badlands. And once I got that achievement, I knew I had to get back in the game and finish what I started. Before I finished the rest of the main game achievements, I decided to do all the DLC achievements first. Also, to save you guys from some spoilers and also saving me time, I just think everyone should just experience this DLC and get all these secret endings because this game is so fucking amazing and all the endings are just perfect.
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
So here are all the DLC achievements that I got. King of Wands, King of Cups, King of Pinnacles, King of Swords, the Tower achievement. It was just, oh my god. I don't know what to say about that ending, but if you guys want to know more, just wait until the end of the video. After getting all the secret ending achievements, I went on to get the rest of the ones I needed, which were Spin Doctor, V for Vendetta, Judgment Day, Relic Ruler, Easy Come, Easy Go, Rough Landing, Must Be Rats, Demon in the Shell, which I hated so fucking much, Christmas Tree Attack, and 10 out of 10. And those are the 56 achievements, but I was saving one for last because I thought it was the easiest and probably one of my favorite. And that achievement was APB is not enough. And there it was. Finally done getting all the achievements in Cyberpunk. Just letting y'all know, I had a really big love-hate relationship with this game because of the just amount of bugs and the challenges in this game, but I'm glad I didn't give up because this game was probably the best game I've ever fucking played in a while. Like, I really did enjoy the story, the characters, like basically every aspect of the game was just really fucking beautiful. So before the video ends, I want to do like a tier list / rank list of every single ending in this game. So welcome to the end of the video. We're going to be rating every single ending of Cyberpunk. So yeah, let's get right into it. Starting off with the death ending, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in D tier for death. You know, get it, because they both start with D. But for the real reason I'm putting in D tier is because it doesn't really have like anything too special with it. You just basically off yourself. Next one is Don't Fear the Reaper. Putting that bitch in A tier. The reason why is because you don't get an achievement, and I don't think it has its own unique ending. It just a copy and paste of a cinematic that one of the other endings give you. The next one I'm going to be rating is Temperance. Tempura. I like to call it Tempura because I can't fucking pronounce the name. I might be butchering the fuck out of it, or I'm just retarded, but I'm going to put that in S tier because the Johnny Silverhand's character development was my favorite thing ever. Seeing him go from like a hard rocker boy to then a soft-hearted guy, you know, who just left Night City. It was pretty nice. Moving on to The Devil, put that bitch in B tier. I was gonna put it in A tier, but I didn't really like it that much. It was a good ending, but I didn't really like it that much. You do get a cool choice of either being uploaded to Arasaka's network or some shit like that, or you go back to Earth to live your 6 months. The star ending, I'm only putting it in F tier because I don't like Pam Pam. Pam Pam was just, I don't know why, I just hated her. I don't like Pam Pam. Hate me, I don't give a fuck, I just hated her. Next one is going to be The Sun. I'm going to put that bitch in S tier because I like that ending. It's pretty cool. And this ending, The Tower, oh my god. This one I loved a lot, but at the same time I hated. So I'm putting that bitch in S tier. It was just sad seeing V lose basically everything. He lost Johnny, he lost his cybernetics, he basically lost his dreams, and he also, like, doesn't have many friends in Night City anymore, you know? Like, it was just depressing, because, you know, he was in a coma for 2 years, and then he wakes up to find out that he no longer can have, you know, cybernetics, and he can't really achieve his dream anymore. So, it was just sad. But it was cool just hearing that he might become a fixer, which it would have been cooler if they actually showed him being a fixer at the afterlife. Like, if he was just sitting there in one of the booths and, you know, some random merc comes up to him and he's like, "So, V, do you have any jobs for me?" And then, you know, it shows V's face and he looks up at the merc and it just ends it there. That would have been cool if it showed him actually, you know, giving someone a job as a fixer. But that was a missed opportunity. I think it was, so... But yeah, there's my tier list. Some people are probably getting mad that I have this ending at the fucking F tier because everyone's like, "Oh, Pam Pam, oh, Pam Pam." I hated fucking Pam Pam. That story was fucking stupid. She was annoying the whole time. She was annoying. But yeah, so hopefully you guys like this video. It took me almost a whole month to complete this whole video with the recording, editing, so if you guys can, please leave a like and share this video. Subscribe if you guys are new. I would really appreciate it. It would help me out a lot. This video, again, like I said, took me almost a whole ass month. I actually started this back in, I think, the end of December, and now, as you tell, I'm now finishing it at the end of January. So hopefully you guys leave a like, share this video, appreciate it a lot, and subscribe if you guys are new. So yeah, bye bye.